Mr. Squirrel. Hi. Hello. So patient, so calm, so nibbly. Hello and welcome to the June vlog. Yes, it is already the 4th of June. I have been so busy packing orders from the May 31st store update. I just didn't really film anything because not only one, has it taken me all that time to pack orders and sort stuff out, two, we're in the middle of a heat wave here in the UK. And I am dying. It doesn't look it because the sky is grey as anything, but it is currently like 25 degrees and I am sweating. I've just sent off all the orders, so all the little newbies are on the way to happy little homes. Look at that undercut growing out. Oh, things I do for this wedding. But I'm really excited. Tonight I'm actually going to stay up and watch the finale of Critical Role Season 2. If you don't already know, I am just a little bit of a fan of Critical Role. I was there for the finale of Season 1 and I am going to be there for the finale of Season 2. It's a 7-hour long episode though, so lots of energy drinks to keep me going. But I know people are going to start asking, well, Sophie, what's next? I think my next store update isn't going to be until August. I am pacing myself out just so there's a little bit more time in between this store update and the next one. What I noticed was a lot of people actually didn't know that the store had already updated, and because the store had already updated, it meant like people didn't realise. So I am sorting that out and getting that all sorted, as well as doing all that, and it gives me time to actually work on some art. I really want to get the Teacup Dragons zine slash art book thing done. So I think I'm going to work on that and have that ready for later this year. But no, setting off all those orders is always a chore, especially like having to walk through the park, and you know, it can, what am I saying? No, it's not a chore, it's a delight. It sometimes can be difficult because if my health isn't playing happy babies, it means I have to push back being able to send off orders. So I actually am quite lucky. I managed to get some medication from the doctors, thank goodness. But no, I am now going to go back and edit this last month's studio vlog and get ready for a very long evening. I think I might try and sleep before I get up to watch it. I've already set all my alarms, but oh, I'm so excited for that finale. Last week I cried at last week's episode. So if you don't know what Critical Role is a D&D podcast with a bunch of voice actors. It's one of my favourite podcasts that is out there for D&D content. I love Adventure Zone by the McElroy brothers and Dimension 20. They're all firm favourites of mine, but Critical Role has a really big soft spot for me mainly because it was the first one that I really got into, and it was one that really got me into playing Dungeons and Dragons. But I digress. Let's go. Oh, it's so warm. Let's go and continue with the working day. So today is June the 5th, which is the day before my birthday. I'm going to be 30 tomorrow, which I am really excited because I'm going to get to see my family tomorrow. I haven't seen them since 2019, so I'm really excited. And tomorrow evening I'm gonna play D&D. So I've kind of taken this weekend off from doing work. I sometimes like to take a few days off to recharge and like rejig myself and all this, because I think it's like super important to take breaks in between. Plus it's really nice outside, so we're gonna go and have a picnic with our social bubble. We're really excited about. Oh, what have you done to Prickles? Currently is Wednesday the 9th of June, and I am going off to post orders. I always like to do a weekly walk to the post office, as you all already know if you've seen all the studio vlogs. It's quite interesting because we're in the middle of a heat wave at the moment, and I find that heat waves just sap all my energy, and I already have very little energy as it is. And you can tell because I'm wearing sunglasses, because light makes my eyes water like crazy. I had a really good birthday weekend. It was really fun spending time with friends and seeing family, and then getting to play D&D. Oh my gosh, we had such development in D&D. Long story short, my character's entire family died like a long time ago. It was a traumatic event for her. It was a house fire. Turns out her father's alive, and I'm like, excuse me, and that's how we ended the session. I'm like, oh, it's another 2 weeks until we play. But anyway, so I'm gonna go and post these and enjoy the rest of my working day. And run away. Dun 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 dun. So quite early into the month actually, I got working on this month's Patreon print.
which is quite odd because I tend to normally like put it towards the end of the month, but because I didn't have a lot on this month, I thought it was really fun to start working on it early, and I was super inspired by the month's prompt that was sort of chosen, which was Queen of Swords, which meant I could draw my lovely character Isabella. It was super fun to do. I did a lot of sketchbook work, trying to work out what I wanted to do, given this sort of like tarot design. I wanted to feel strong with lots of royal colours, and I just had fun. In case you're wondering when I'm watching, I was rewatching Orange is the New Black because I had a craving to I sometimes get cravings to rewatch programs that I've already seen, especially when I'm working. I'd also binged watched all of season 1 of Sweet Tooth, which I highly recommend. It was so heartwarming, and I cannot wait to see what happens next if there is another season. I listen to a lot of podcasts while working and watch a lot of shows while working because I find them extremely motivational to sort of like have background noise when I am working on things. It just means that I can concentrate on it and overall like be able to burn through a lot of shows. And sometimes when I'm in heavy concentration modes, I'll just put on comfort shows or shows I've already seen, so then I don't have to concentrate too hard. So I was working on this month's print and stickers as well, which I decided to also theme with Isabella, using the sword and the crown motif, considering it was Queen of Swords. The sketch I'd actually done during a session because when I get to play, I like to actually doodle while I'm playing. So I had a lot of fun like finishing off this illustration that I'd had an idea for a while. The pose is not practical. Yes, it is just floaty space, but I just really liked it. I thought it was really cool angles, specifically with the sword. So I did that, and after that I actually decided that I wanted the crown to be holographic. So I picked up some holographic like sort of, it's like holographic like sticky paper that you stick on top of your sticker and stick it on top of something, and it makes it holographic. This is by Hyper Vinyl Art on Etsy if you are interested in getting your own. I know that they are UK based, so they ship a lot to the UK. They do a few different sheets, so I got a sample pack and then used the sample pack on the sheet. So each sticker, well, I printed 3 sheets of the crown, so I had 3 different types of holographic foil on them. This was just sort of interesting. I've been wanting to play around with holographic stickers for a while. I know there are fantastic websites that already do it, which I will not be able to print myself at home because I would like to do hollow stickers. They're just very expensive to make, like holy moly. But I think if I do more hollow stickers in the future, they will definitely be for Patreons. Every single month Patreons choose a theme. So actually, for example, July's theme is currently being voted for, and I believe the winning one so far is Summer Witch, which is really cool, and I'm quite excited for that one. So I'll just show you what was in this month's pack, both in the Botanist and in the Rose Garden. Plant Witch kind of get the same thing, but they get a custom commission every single month. So this was the Botanist pack, and the next one is the Rose Garden pack. Lots of goodies. Botanists get a printable page, a A4, and 3 extra prints, whereas Rose Garden gets the print in 6x4, which is postcard size, and the stickers. So they're having building works done upstairs, and we have been told that it's going to be very noisy for the next few days, which is fantastic for filming. They're currently quiet because they had to be quiet because my partner's in a meeting and we had to ask them, say, hey, can you just, not for half an hour? So I am waiting for this to update. One thing that's really frustrating is, even though we live in a very small flat, my internet connection is shocking in this room. all of this area, my side of the room, is a complete dead zone, which is extremely frustrating because we're in a really good Virgin Media like thing, but for some reason my part of the room, dead zone. So I'm currently researching to see how we can sort that out, because it's starting to become an extreme issue, because I stream in here, I do everything in here. So yeah, if you're wondering, it is very warm. We are in the middle of a heat wave here in the UK, and we've had some days where it's been like 18 degrees Celsius, which isn't too bad at all. But then some days we've had like nearly 30 degrees, which doesn't sound like a lot, and I know some people will be like, oh, you know, we get hotter in other countries. Yes, I get it, I understand, but the thing that you need to know in the UK is all the homes are built to contain heat, not expel it. Not all homes have an air conditioning unit. Air conditioning units are not standard in the UK. Things that are standard in the UK mainly is heat. We all have radiators. It's something that is standard in the UK. Heat is standard, air is not. So currently we have all the windows open with a grate system out so that Bella cannot get out, and fans in every single room. What is that noise? Might be them doing building work. No, I'm just waiting for this to update so that I can print sticker sheets for orders. Come on!
It's the first full day without the cone, and she's so happy. Oh. Aren't you, Pudding? Hi. So this is where her cut area was. You can see like there is a bald patch here, but it's healing really, really nicely, isn't it, Pudding? Yeah, sorry for disturbing you. Little paws. Precious paws. And Pete's. Oh, Pete's. Look at her face.
And in the month of gifts, my Artful box arrived. I've actually been getting this for the last year now, and I've actually been really enjoying all the supplies that are in there. Some supplies are for me and some supplies aren't for me. I've had a box that had carving tools in it where I was able to do lino printing, which was really fun and interesting. The October box was all ink related, which was, oh yes, just up my alley. The other box that I did get was like watercolor-esque themed, but it wasn't quite watercolors. It was different pens and this, that, and the other. And this box was just full of watercolors. I actually think that the box that I've got here is already a dupe for the Schminky Horadam watercolors, which I'm going to try those out and see which ones I do prefer. But the thing that I like is that it comes with this massive like book that contains like all the information you need. I'm not sponsored. I just really do think that this box is a really good box to get. You get a healthy amount of art supplies. It comes every 3 months, and it means that I'm able to play with some materials that I'm not familiar with, and I enjoy it. I really do. I love the amount of paper you get as well. You get like a whole pad of paper, which is really good, because some places do, I notice with art boxes, they don't give you a massive amount of paper, and I think a good healthy amount of paper helps when you're learning and that. But these books are filled with techniques, and I highly recommend them. I was going to have fun with this. I love my little goose mug. I've been filling out my Mossery sketchbook, my mixed media one, and I've been following a prompt list, and I've been doing this in between working on projects. If I need to warm up for the day, or if I just need to relax in between like work and stuff like that. This means that I'm still able to do a little bit of personal work, fill out a sketchbook, and experiment with materials. One thing that you do find is, as a freelance artist, you actually don't get a lot of time to work on a lot of personal work, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, this is why I have this sketchbook in particular, so that I can do that. And the prompt list has been really interesting for me to fill out this sketchbook with. This is a prompt list that I made quite a while ago. I need to do a second prompt list, and I haven't quite yet gotten around to it. I think I'm personally waiting until I finish this one before I update with a newer prompt list for everyone to use. But if you're interested, here is the prompt list. It's going to pop up in this corner for you now. I did this prompt list last year, just before May, and I was doing really well with it, and I sort of fell off the radar, so wanted to get back into doing it. It is up on the Discord. We use the Discord a lot to be able to like communicate and show behind the scenes of projects. Should have filmed a lot more clips this month, but for some reason I just did not. So I think July we're gonna get a lot more clips. You know, I'm going to be filming everything.
So it is still extremely warm. This is very cottagecore-esque today. I am so warm, and I have painting that really needs doing, and I'm just like, it's too hot though. But yes, it is the I believe it's the 14th today. Let's have a look. No, it's the 16th. I lost 2 days. It is the 16th today, and I've ahead of schedule. I have like my Patreon print done, my Patreon stickers done. I just need to print and do all that. Feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, I'm gonna film this week's video, which is like 5 ways to fill your sketchbook, and one of them requires me to be out here. So alright, it is time for the weekly catch-up while I post out orders. Yeah, such a catchy jingle, whatever. It's currently Thursday the 24th of June. Where the hecky peck has this month gone? I feel like I've blinked and all of a sudden I've lost my entire month, which is fantastic to say the least. It is still fairly warmish around here. It's currently 18 degrees Celsius, but thank goodness it finally rained yesterday. Oh, it has been nothing but humidity, and I'm so glad of the rain. But anyway, you don't want to hear all that. So on Monday I opened up commissions, and me and my partner found out that they were accepting walk-ins for the second vaccine. Now, me and my partner had our vaccines in early May, so we called up and hey, we managed to get our vaccines. Excellent, fantastic, done, sorted. Oh my god, the second vaccine absolutely floored us. Irregardless of how you feel about vaccines, you should still be staying safe, and like social distancing and wearing a mask in extremely crowded areas. Doesn't matter how you feel about it, it's just, you know, facts are facts at the end of the day, and it's not to keep just you safe but other people safe just in case. But I digress. I won't go into it because there's a lot of people have a lot of opinions about it. But I spent the last 3 days absolutely floored in bed. It's triggered my fibro, and my fibro major symptoms is exhaustion as well as extreme joint pain. And guess what? That's a symptom of having the vaccine. So it triggered it tenfold, and I've spent the last 3 days just absolutely wiped out. I'm still not 100%, but I'm much better that I can start working, which means I'm gonna have to reply to everyone's emails about like commissions. I felt so bad, but it was literally like I couldn't even sit up for like more than 20 minutes. I haven't even played any games. I was so sad about it, but I digress. So yeah, that's pretty much been my working week. I pretty much passed out from like Monday to Wednesday. It's all been a blur. And there was an emergency commission, the same emergency commission, it just had a really tight deadline that also needed doing. So I'm like this in bed. But I'm glad that the commission has been received and it has been loved by the receivee, which is fantastic. So I'm now going to go and do this, get back, and I'm going to edit the video for Thursday so that can go up. Yes, it's a very, very busy day. I haven't stopped. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten today. I should eat.
And so, packing. That pretty much was a lot of this month. A lot of art that I've been working on has either been for videos or for Patreon or commission. So I don't really like to show too much of that off. But if you want to see like more of like that sort of process, let me know in the comment section down below. Like, what is your favorite thing to see in these studio vlogs? the non-shop months aren't as interesting, let's be honest, because I'm not ordering products, I'm not designing products, I don't have new stock arriving, and it's pretty much the same routine. My daily routine is get up, plan for what needs to be done for the day. Weekly, I pack orders, I assemble things, I do a little dance while I'm doing it all, and try and keep on top of things as much as I physically can. The hardest part in between is trying to find time for personal work. And I don't always get time for personal work. Packing orders has sort of like become very therapeutic for me. I like to make them little brown parcels tied up with string. If you get the reference, you're the real MVP, trust me. And when I've got my, so basically what I do is I always print extras for Patreon in case anyone decides like last minute towards the end of the month that they're going to do it. Plus it's in case any of the printing goes wrong, then I've got extras because I quality assure every single thing as it goes into the packs. So whatever I have extra sometimes goes in as bonus for orders. It just means that then these items are not wasted and they're gifted to loving homes. But no, I really like packing them all up. It's just very therapeutic and fun for me. I suppose the biggest thing of this month was being able to get my second vaccine meant that I was poorly for a little bit, but that's okay. Fibro is very hit or miss, and for anyone who does have invisible illnesses or stuff that affects their day-to-day like that, you'll 100% understand what I'm on about. It's pretty much like you can't tell how your day is going to be. Some days are going to be good and some days are going to be bad. And I find that my fibro makes me exhausted extremely quickly. It also means that I do get brain fog a lot, which is very, very difficult to work with. And it just makes some months difficult. And every time there's a change in weather, it happens, unfortunately. And that order was a really nice big order with all the zines going off to a very loving home. I handwrite all the addresses on the front, but I do print off my P.O.BOX information. And every single one comes with a little sticker that has been blessed by Bella. What a cutie. So yeah, don't ask. I was just really vibing that night and having a good time and partying and rocking out. It was like nearly midnight. Pretty sure I was delirious. Let's be honest. I think I was. I can't remember the song I was listening to. Oh well. I clearly was having fun.
And that was June 2021. Quite a bit happened this month, you know, my birthday, barbecue dates with our really, you know, social bubble friends. It was fun. Second vaccine definitely absolutely wiped me for the last like week and a half. Like I'm still feel like I'm recovering from a lot of it, but you know, fibro, it's hit and miss. Some weeks are great, some weeks are terrible. But I digress. June was a really fun month. Normally we would do SonicCon, and it's one of my favourite conventions, and it made me really sad that we couldn't do it again this year with the current climate situation, but health and safety and all that. I did apply for MCM London and MCN Scotland, not Scotland, Birmingham, which are tentatively going ahead this year. Whether or not I go just totally depends on the situation and whether or not things change. But I wanted to tell you, this is going to be one of the last vlogs from this camcorder. I know, it makes me really sad. I've had this camcorder that I'm currently using for the last, well, 3-4 years, and I've been wanting to invest in something for a while, and the problem is YouTube doesn't bring me a massive amount of income, and I would love to invest in the equipment, but the turnover of, well, basically the ratio of like the money that I make versus like everything else, it's one of those, it's not a highly profitable thing. I mean, I
do YouTube videos because I enjoy it. And I've been wanting to invest in a better camera setup for a while, so I've been saving, and I got a new camera, and not just any camera. This arrived yesterday, and I was just playing around with it last night because I had quite a bit of work to do, hence all the packing clips. But this is the ZV-1. I've been researching which one to get for a while, and it's not cheap, but this will be the new camera. It's much more lightweight than my current setup. The camera quality is much better. This can film in 4K, whereas this can only fill up to, I think, 220, no sorry, it can do full HD. The one that's a little bit more than HD, my brain isn't working right now, but I digress. And it's one of those. It's got an autofocus issue now, which I cannot fix. I think it's something to do with the actual aperture in the lens itself that's having an issue, and the charging port is cracked, so it doesn't always charge. So it was one of those, it was gonna die at some point, and it still works. And I will probably use it every now and again if I need to take like clips, if I don't want to take the if I say, because I take a lot of clips on my phone as well, because my phone is it's currently in the other room. My phone is one of the newer Samsung phones that has like a 64 megapixel camera, so it takes really nice video clips on there. But I've been wanting to invest in a while, and I had to buy a new microphone and everything. I was like, well, this is the year to start investing. So yeah, so now it's time to, you know, get myself started. It's currently the 1st of June, so the next clip is going to be for the next vlog. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this month. It was really fun. I had a great time with this month, despite feeling poorly. If you are interested in commissions, there is a commissions form link down below. This is just to register interest. You don't have to actually, you know, go through with the finalised process unless you're 100% with it. I've actually got invoices to send out, and I've got this vlog to edit. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Love what you do. And as always, folks, stay creative. Bella, what are you doing? Wait, just one sec. Madame. Well, that's just how we end the vlogs, isn't it? Bella? Bella? You see what I have to put up with? See you in next month's vlog. Bye!